Alrighty. Think we're live? Think we're live? Yes, sir. What's up, y'all? Aaron Foster, AFO, back here with, a neutral observation of the game that's about to go on in about 30 or so minutes, I should say, between the Bucs and the Packers. The Packers, I actually had a neighbor who was a big fan, so he kind of lured me into him. I'm a Titans fan. He lured me into him to being like one of my, I guess, not, I don't really hate him, but, I kind of like him, and I guess I'll root for him. But, coming as a neutral fan, obviously I don't know the strength. Like, I know the strength and stuff of the team a little bit. They obviously got Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, probably the best receiver between these four teams right now overall. Um, I don't know the full details and stuff. My buddy Adam, he's actually busy right now, so he wouldn't be able to talk about the Packers, but he knows a lot more than I do because he's a full-fledged fan. But this is just going to be a simple little prediction, so you got the Bucs. They came off a big win and probably Drew Brees' retirement party. It wasn't a good party for him. He did not do. He just looked old. Drew Brees looked old, and Tom Brady just was messing around with that defense pretty much. And the Packers just came off of a pretty solid performance against the Rams. The Rams had just beaten the Seahawks the week prior, and that was a little bit, even though I didn't get to watch the game, it just kind of surprised me they were able to beat the Seahawks like they did. But the Packers looked good last week against them at home at Lambeau. And, it's going to be fully, I got the notification, it's going to be snowing a lot today, so it's going to be a good home field advantage. But, Tom Brady, he's used to the snow, so I'm not going to put that against him. It's going to be Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. It's the big matchup. I think it's obviously, I think their first time playing in the playoffs, being because they were always AFC, NFC, never met in the Super Bowl. This is the first time, so two of the best QBs of all time. I happen to think Aaron Rodgers will do better today, but now saying that, they did play back earlier in the season. I think it was week 5. I think it was week 6. Week 6, and oh shoot, I went right past it. And the Packers actually started off. It was 10-0. I was heading back to. They were up 10-0. I remember I was heading back to school from home, and I get back to my apartment, and all of a sudden, I think Tampa Bay was up 28-10 at the end of the second quarter, and it just flipped on a dime like that. And so that was at Tampa Bay earlier in the season. Obviously, Tampa Bay was kind of middling at the time. I think a lot of people were surprised by this score. Um, and they just overwhelmed the Packers that day, and the Packers just couldn't answer and lost 38-10. Now, I think a big key matchup. I think they did release the inactives already for the game. Big one being Antonio Brown. The Bucs have an array of weapons on offense. Starting with Gronkowski. He's out of his prime, obviously, but he's still a solid possession one-on-one receiver. I mean, tight end. So Antonio Brown being out lessens the workload for the corners of Green Bay, whether that be Jair Alexander. He'll be going up against Mike Evans, though. Kevin King, Darnell Savage back in the secondary, and I think is Adrian Amos. I think I can't remember. Like I said, I only know the Titans this well, my team that well. So I think it's Adrian Amos. The secondary is going to have to do good against Scotty Miller. He's going to be a key, I think, for the Bucs in terms of working in the slot against the Packers secondary, because Jair Alexander is going to be, I'm pretty sure he's going to be shadowing Mike Evans most of the game. Then you got Chris Godwin, Gronkowski. Cameron Brate's going to be another one too, because the Packers, they do have two good edge rushers, and Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith. And they have a decent run game, but can Christian Kirksey, can he shoulder the load of possibly having to guard one or the other tight end, whether that be Gronk? I doubt he'll be guarding Gronk, but we'll see on that. And then for the Packers, I didn't see too many big injuries for that. I didn't see too many big injuries, to be honest with you. Oh shoot, But it was also for the Buccaneers. They had Antoine Winfield Jr. He's going to be out for the game. I don't know what's wrong with ESPN right now. Okay, well ESPN was messing up. My bad. But he was out. He's out, and so that's it's going to be pretty problematic because he's been a pretty good player in the secondary for the Buccaneers. as I'm pretty sure he's a rookie. It's going to be all up to Carlton Davis and what's that other guy's name? Jamel Dean, I think his name is. They're going to have to do pretty well against whether that be Alan Lazard, obviously Devontae Adams. I don't think anybody can guard him. They're probably going to have to be doubling up on him and on Adams at least. And so for the Packers, can you get the ball to Alan Lazard? Can you get it to Valdez Scantling? Can you get it to what's his name? Quantimus St. Brown? Can you get it to, maybe they'll use Tavon Austin a little bit. I'm not too sure on that if they use him much in the offensive backfield. I know he works pretty well at the punt return. I know that for sure. And then obviously Aaron Jones coming out of the backfield. I think the Bucs have Vita Vea back, and even before they had Vita Vea, their run defense was pretty well. With Levante David, Devin, is it Devin Smith? Devin Smith, I think. Um, Jason Pierre-Paul, what's his name? Shaquille Barrett. So they had a pretty solid front seven in terms of the run defense. Stout run defense. Now, and they were middling, I think, in terms of the defense in terms of passing. And so I think the Packers, they'll need to open up the passing game today. Try to swing the ball out maybe to Jamal Williams. And, if you are going to run it, Aaron Jones obviously is going to do it, but you can't just run him up the middle too quick or too much. If you're going to run up the middle in terms of short yardage, shorten like that, you got to get A.J. Dillon involved. Get him involved like you did against, my Titans. Snowy game. And it was at nighttime, obviously. That's a little different, but it was a snowy game, running downhill. Titans couldn't stop him. Now, that's the Titans' defense, in my opinion. Who knows? The Bucs have one of the better run defenses, so if the Packers are really wanting to put a shoulder on and try to open up the play action game, because I know Matt LaFleur likes to do that, tries to open the playbook off of the run game. Aaron Rodgers is magical enough where he can, you can just throw it. I'm pretty sure you can just throw it as much as you want to, and he can call audibles and change the hot route and change the play up a little bit when you're out of the huddle and everything. So I'm sure Aaron Rodgers. It's going to be a chess game. I hadn't gotten to Aaron Rodgers till now, but between him and Tom Brady, it's going to be a chess game. I don't think it'll be high scoring, to be honest. It'll probably be something between maybe 31-28. Then that'll come down to Mason Crosby or Ryan Suckup. Who's going to do better with that? And I don't know. I just think I got to come to my prediction. It's a tough one. It's a tough one because obviously, like I said, with my neighbor, he's a Packers fan. My buddy Adam's a Packers fan. So, I'm going to be inclined to go for them, and I'm going to be inclined to root for them a little bit. And so I don't know if that's a little biased because Titans are my favorite team. I will always root for them. In this game, I'm kind of neutral. Got to respect all-time greats in Rodgers and Brady. And they're going to duel it out. They're going to duel it out like Breeze and Brady did last week. So I'm just going to come down to my prediction now. It wasn't super in-depth, but I really do think the Packers are going to pull it out. They'll get a few stops on defense, and I don't think that the Bucs run game that'll be key as well. With Ronald Jones and Leonard Fournette, Keyshawn Vaughn is out, but I think he was more like a third down. If Fournette or Ronald Jones was hurt, that'll be key. Can the Packers stop that run offense and stop Ronald Jones? That'll be very key too. Dean Lowry, Tyler Lancaster, Kenny Clark. Can they, stuff the run game right up there? And they stuffed my Derrick Henry. They stuffed Derrick Henry pretty well. So who knows if they're going to try to go all out to stop that and just let Jair Alexander, try to stop Mike Evans. And who knows on the game plan with that. But I do think the Packers will get a few key stops. The Buccaneers on defense, they're going to miss. I think they're really going to miss Winfield. And I don't know if I'm saying I'm not saying he's like a Ed Reed or something back there. They're going to miss him a lot, but that one, I just think Rodgers will get the best of it. And then Antonio Brown, he's going to be a key miss too. I think he was that X factor possibly outside of Godwin and Mike Evans. So I just think the Packers will come out with the dub, with the win. I don't know what the score is going to be. I'm going to guess 35-31 Packers maybe. Maybe they stop Tom Brady the last drive He can't go down and get a field goal. Maybe they stop the touchdown at least. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucs won. I've never been the biggest Tom Brady fan, but you got to respect his playoff record, his acumen, his playoff acumen. He's one of the best playoff QBs of all time. I mean, it's not a joke. It's not a joke when it comes to that, except when he's going against Eli Manning. But that's besides the point. So that's my prediction. I think the Packers are going to get it. We'll see. The game's going to be on in about 20 minutes. I just figured I'd do this. I got done, get out of church, get done watching all that, and ready to go home. Or I am at home, at my apartment. But probably gonna watch this game, make a prediction. I think for the next game at halftime, and I'm gonna go out and watch the other game with some buddies. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. This has been AFO. I'll be back in probably about an hour and a half, maybe. We'll see. But God bless. Peace out.